Good evening, and welcome to Shadows on the Air, WODN at 311.5 FM. Tales of the ghoulish and fantastic through a Christian lens. Tonight we will be performing something of an antique work from the old world, a world less secular, less busy, but wiser in its way, especially about the lingering power of hell itself. Carmilla was written by Sheridan Le Fanu way back in the 1870s. Le Fanu himself died soon after. Make of that what you will. I bid you now welcome to this eerie tale of unnatural desires versus the power of the divine, of physical and spiritual corruption of an almost demon in human form. Beware, beware her name, Carmilla.
No need to stop playing, Fraulein Bennett. Your music is most pleasing to the ear.
Thank you, Baron. But I was nearing the end of the piece.
Well, I am leaving now, returning to Vienna, where I have much work to do for His Imperial Majesty.
May you have a pleasant journey.
However, I wanted first to introduce you to Fraulein Hartog.
Good morning, Miss Bennett.
Good morning.
Your playing is most charming.
Thank you.
She functions as a colleague to Dr. Hesselius, who in turn thought her ideal to record an account of recent events from your perspective. I feel sure you will offer your full cooperation to her freely, without any trouble. Yes, that seems certain. All things considered. I shall expect not only cooperation, but candor. We understand one another. Farewell, Fraulein Bennett.
Goodbye.
If all goes well, you need never hear my voice ever again.
I am looking forward to hearing your story, Miss Bennett.
May I ask why, please?
Details can prove helpful in diagnosis and treatment.
Oh, am I not recovered?
We all hope such is the case. May I call you Laura? No matter. We, that is my cousin, seeks to understand what has happened here. Not only your own illness, but other events. From what your governesses and father tell me, this began with news of tragedy. Is that accurate?
Why did Dr. Hesselius leave this chore to you, instead of taking it upon himself?
I work as his secretary. Unofficially, of course, he has been compiling case studies for some years now.
What kind of case studies?
Those of special interest. Now, this news from General Spielsdorf, would you call that the beginning of events?
I suppose so.
Tell me.
Look, Monsieur Bennett, the moonlight on the windows. On nights such as these, my mère used to tell me, spirits walk the earth.
Did she really?
Yes, She was wise, ma mère. The men in my family have not always been so. I had a cousin. He worked on a ship, and one night, when the moon was just like this, he slept out on the deck.
What happened to him, mademoiselle?
Your father does not wish me to say.
The contrary, I insist you finish the story.
He dreamed, my cousin. Dreamed of a terrible old woman, a hag, who reached out to claw his face with their talon-like nails. And in the morning, when he woke up, he found the side of his face where the hag had scratched him. He could no longer move. He was paralysé.
Merci, mademoiselle. Merci beaucoup. I was feeling a little melancholy before. Such silliness has done much to raise my spirit. Laura, my girl, you know the truth of what happened in this story, do you not?
Yes, Papa. Mademoiselle's cousin had a stroke in the night.
Precisely. Oh, excellent. Madame Perradon, another voice of reason. Your fellow governess is yet again insisting upon living in a world of fantasy.
Monsieur, even the ancients agreed. The full moon has a strange power.
Herr Bennett, as lone soldier, arrived with his sealed letter on horseback in quite an impressive white uniform. He left again almost immediately.
Give it here. Oh, yes. This is from the general.
Ah, he and his niece delayed?
Was. Young Bertha has died.
Oh,
Mon Dieu!
Yes, the poor man is quite distraught, almost unmanned even.
I shall pray for the girl's soul.
As you wish. The news has left me feeling quite melancholy. This night air does no good at all. Not now. Laura, help me indoors.
Yes, of course. Madame? Mademoiselle?
I shall stay out here for a time, I think.
may I keep you company?
I would be honored.
Soon the subject of a planned visit vanished from all conversation. But it remained in my heart, a bitter disappointment. You perhaps cannot understand. We have no inhabited village within 20 miles. The nearest estate is the abandoned ruins of Castle Karnstein.
Have you ever been there?
The ruins? No. Why do you ask?
Even in Graz, stories about the Karnstein family are told, usually by the very young, trying to frighten each other. The castle, it was burned, I believe.
I have gazed on it via my father's telescope. Our own little castle, you see, has more rooms than we need, even with almost half the building boarded up and uninhabitable.
Do you suppose?
What?
This castle being so close, yet so much smaller, was this a part of the original Karnstein estate, do you think?
The next full moon fell in June. That was when it all began, really, or when it seemed to have done so. Again, a cloudless night. Again, bright moonlight everywhere, casting deep shadows. I was seated under a tree within such a shadow. I gazed at the still waters of the castle's moat, trying in my mind to make the reflection of the moat into some kind of face. And I listened.
Our Laura has 19 years now. A child no longer.
True, but that does not mean so much as you fear.
Do you not fear?
Oh, every hour of every day. But I find comfort in this fact, that her father refuses to see her as she is.
Mais she is taller now than he himself. And her body is that of a woman, not that of a girl.
Herr Bennett will never allow himself to notice such a thing. And isolated as we are, with every visitor a former comrade of his like General Spielsdorf, he easily persuades himself of what he longs to believe.
I could not make out what they were saying, but watching them walk, hand in hand, I did feel a certain pain of envy. Oh, Mademoiselle de La Fontaine had come to us when I was 10 years old. She and Madame Perradon had become very close friends.
Madame Perradon, she is married?
My father called her that as a title of authority. In most ways, she runs the household. Has done since I could remember.
Oh, Dieu, do you see?
The carriage is going much too fast.
They met the count.
No, the horses cannot slow in time. Go tell Herr Bennett. I shall summon the stable hands.
The road before the estate is not in good repair, as perhaps you've noticed. It curves suddenly very near the front gate, where a sudden change in the incline of the hill requires some skill to navigate.
Laura, do not draw too close.
I am not Madame Perradon.
Pray, no one is seriously hurt.
Papa will not like it if I do.
Do so in secret if you must.
Very well. We have many places to be alone here.
Yes.
Madame Perradon, tell me what has happened.
As you can see, Herr Bennett, another carriage accident at the turn. I do not recognize it, but by my guess it must be someone important. It looks so ornate. And now I see Martin and the others have brought out a woman from inside the carriage. She is all in white and standing... Now, oh dear.
Oh no!
What? What do you see? Tell me.
They are bringing someone else out of the carriage.
I asked Madame Perradon.
They are bringing a young lady out of the carriage now. She's wearing all red like wine, but they are carrying her. She does not move. I fear the worst.
How dreadful. I must go see to the survivor, find out what can be done. Laura, remain here, understand? Madame, if you will aid me.
Of course, Herr Bennett.
Within minutes, I was hiding behind one of the oaks closer to the road, many yards away. Saw with my own eyes the strangely familiar award of arms on the side of the carriage, the dark green livery worn by the driver and servants. My father, who has some medical training, knelt and examined the young girl in red who now lay upon the ground. The woman in white, she seemed hysterical. I could hear her wailing, even if no individual words were clear. At last, my father looked at her and spoke. From his manner and from the woman's reaction, I could tell he found the girl in red yet alive. Indeed, from my vantage point behind the tree, I myself saw the girl's hand move. Her face was hidden by a long mane of dark curls. But she seemed at least somewhat close to my own age. I could feel my heart beat faster and stronger at the thought of meeting her.
Fraulein,
How much do you know of our lives here?
some little enough. You and your father are English, yes.
After serving the emperor for many years, father retired on a pension. He came to live here in Styria. He married a local girl, many years younger than himself, my mother.
Forgive me, but how do you understand her to have died?
My father does not like to speak of it.
This young lady in red, the one carried unconscious from the carriage, the one whose hand you said moved, she was, I take it, your missing friend. This was the mysterious Carmilla.
Yes. Of course, I did not know her name. Not then.
Oh, are you well?
Carmilla. That was her name. Carmilla.
Do you or a loved one suffer from constant feelings of anxiety or a sense of alienation from family, friends, even from your place of worship? You know what might help? Somofax, the over-the-counter sedative recommended by 9 out of 10 mental health professionals. Somofax is not a psychotropic drug, yet can soothe the very real emotional pain caused by boredom, despair, female hysteria, irrational feelings of persecution, and even mild forms of so-called dysphoria.
May cause drowsiness, blurred vision, or in rare instances, partial deafness, or partial loss of sensation in the extremities. Take as directed. Consult a physician if adverse side effects persist.
Somofax, because you shouldn't have to feel so uncomfortable in your own skin. And now we return to our tale of dark and unnatural horror, the story of Carmilla.
Next day, I spent what seemed like hours staring at the painting outside the door of the guest bedroom. It portrayed the Egyptian queen, Cleopatra, holding a poison snake to her bosom. At one point, Mademoiselle Le Fontaine and Madame Perradon walked by while I was behind a corner. As usual, they did not notice me.
I saw her only briefly, but she seems terribly pretty.
The same cannot be said of the Countess.
Fine features, but clearly ruined by haughty, even cruel thoughts. I could not see her eyes and felt no desire to, yet her features are similar enough.
Hard, dark, like black diamonds. I have seen such eyes before.
Oh, chérie.
What did the ladies discuss?
Speculations about the mission the Countess had told my father. I think they doubted she had deigned to tell him any details.
When did you finally meet your guest?
Not until the afternoon. Father bade me go say hello. At first, all I could see of her was this great mane of dark hair surrounding her head on the pillow. Then she turned her head, and I saw the bright, dark eyes, the porcelain skin. And I gasped in surprise, as did she.
But this is impossible. I know you.
Me? How do you know
You
me?
used to haunt my dreams.
But it was... Oh, I don't understand.
No more than do I.
Tell me.
When I was a child,
Yes?
10 years old, I think, night after night, years and years ago. But you, even as you are now, the same golden hair and kind blue eyes.
You dreamed of me? My face?
Not for many years, but without doubt.
I am Laura Bennett.
I am Carmilla. So very happy to finally meet you, Laura. Do you believe in omens?
Father says such things are mere coincidence.
But we two have already met in dreams, and I feel certain that means we were destined to know one another.
I believe so.
Odd that, this dream. Unless, of course, it was some stratagem. That seems likely, to be honest.
She refused to reveal anything about her past. Although, I often pressed her for some details. Quite by accident, she revealed a few very tiny ones. But I longed for more.
The aristocracy do keep their secrets. One must assume Miss Carmilla and her mother are not close, given that she did not even ask after the Countess.
I think she was very lonely. Her physical condition must have interfered with so much. She slept late every day. Her movements remained languid. Sometimes, on cloudless days, she wore tinted spectacles. Everyone liked our new guest, though. In mere days, she became part of our daily routine.
I could listen to you play for hours.
I'm surprised. You don't play an instrument yourself. It was one of the first things Mademoiselle de La Fontaine insisted I take up when she arrived. In your family, did no one play an instrument?
I may not sing. You know this.
How could such a tiny detail threaten your family's secrets? Truly. I know almost nothing about you, not even your family name.
I do not mean to be cruel.
Yet you are. I wonder at my patience sometimes.
Seek to learn no more of me. I am bound by laws harder than the coldest iron, and cannot break them, even for you. Yet in time, I promise, you shall know all.
Tell me again about what I said in those dreams.
You would tell me I should not always be alone, or say again and again, I am here. No need to be afraid.
And I would stroke your cheek.
Yes.
Like this.
Slower.
This, then?
I remember thinking then, time an endless ocean, each day precisely the same as the one before, and the next 20, 50, 1,000.
How do you see it now?
A swift river, ever growing in speed, inexorable.
Ah, as I suspected, to find Laura is also to find you, Carmilla. I must share some news. This probably will not impact your actions at all, but your father demands it. No one is to leave the estate without his permission. There is some sickness in the surrounding farms. Young women quickly growing weak, too tired to do anything but sleep, and then in a day or so, 3 in the last week, with 2 more afflicted even now. I suggested your father have a doctor come from Graz and examine the girls. He is considering it.
How very sad.
Is it?
As it happens, he knows of a relatively young but promising physician through a friend. Now, I have much to do. Maybe our guest will consider eating more than a few sips of soup or nibbles of toast at dinner tonight.
I shall try, madame. You are a gentle soul. But tell me, did you know these girls?
I hardly know anyone.
And yet, these handful are not the only people to die in the last 7 days, are they? In Austria alone, many hundreds must have breathed their last so far today, and it is not yet 3 in the afternoon. Consider the world entire. How many then?
How terrible. Fascinating. But still.
And also inevitable. Natural, even. We must end, just as we began. And only if we are very lucky indeed are we not happier when we do.
I have seen this indolence sometimes amid families of noble blood.
Fraulein, your cousin examined the girls who died, the ones of whom Madame Perradon spoke?
Some of them. Consumption. All the classic symptoms. Growing pallor and ever-increasing levels of exhaustion. In the end, having the greatest difficulty simply breathing. It can be sudden.
Yes, Madame Perradon said.
Sometimes. In fact, most show tiny symptoms long before the disease grows most severe. I can tell you consumption is far from uncommon. My own brother and an aunt met their end just so. When consumption is at its most acute, all one can do is make the patient comfortable.
Just as with life itself.
Please, continue about your guest.
Yes, we spent most of every day together.
Doing what, precisely?
She listened to me play music. I would brush her long hair. For hours, it seemed. No, I am sure it was hours. Many hours, and she brushed mine. We played cards. I showed her the castle and the grounds. Sometimes she watched my lessons with Mademoiselle de La Fontaine.
Excuse me, but do you not also take lessons from Madame Perradon?
No, she taught me to read and write.
Your life seems bereft of any masculine companionship. Oh, save your father. But continue. Consider me fascinated by your story. Tell me about the funeral.
The funeral?
Yes. You mentioned it to Mademoiselle de La Fontaine. When was this precisely?
3 weeks after she arrived. We sat upon a fallen tree, Carmilla and myself, beside the castle moat, giving the swans swimming in the moat names. From the Bible.
Charming.
I don't believe you.
That.
You speak as if your first ball was ages ago. Yet here you are, still young and beautiful.
I shall tell you a secret, dear Laura.
What?
I feel far older than I may appear to you. And yet, holding your hand, I do feel younger than before.
Oh? Before what?
The night before. That was the last time I dreamed of... What is that sound?
I think it looks like a funeral. I recognize the local priest, but everyone is wearing white and red, and men are carrying the coffin. Why not use a horse and cart?
Ah, gypsies.
Why?
The law forbids them from owning horses. The Empire wants them to give up their old ways. But how discordant they sound.
You think so?
It hurts my ears and my brain.
Then I shall cover your ears. Just so. Better?
Oh, I fear one day you will hate me.
I could never hate you.
You could. But it does not matter. I am selfish. Love is always selfish. The more passionate a love, the more selfish.
I suppose you have had great many love affairs.
I have loved no one, and shall love no one, unless it be you.
What? Who are you?
Stop that, you hear? Stop it at once. Your pardon, gentle ladies. It is my niece who is to be buried. Maybe you notice our funeral train. Apologies, this dog is making such a fuss. Truth is, our way is to sell what belonged to my niece now she is gone. I have here some rings, some of her crosses. Pretty, as you can see. Please, would you like to buy something? For the family's sake.
No, I don't believe that we're interested.
Yes, these crosses she had. How much? Is this enough?
Yes, indeed, goodness. Many thanks. Which of these do you desire?
The two with red stones.
To match your gown, I see. They are now yours. Many thanks, very many thanks.
Wait. Here are a few coins.
You are as generous as you are beautiful, young miss.
This ring. And also this one.
An excellent eye you have as well. Much gratitude.
But why do you give away your niece's things?
It is our way.
But why? Tell me. Now.
The dead, they do not always rest. We know this. Life and death, you think them two things, and two only. We believe them more. And sometimes the dead, they can be dangerous. Even if they don't mean to.
Take that filthy animal away. At once.
Be quiet. Come along now. Leave them be.
You say Carmilla was rude to the gypsy woman.
She was annoyed at the woman's dog. Dirty, brutish thing.
Which cross do you desire?
This one. And now, which ring shall be yours?
Choose one for me.
Here then. Let me put it on your finger. Here. You put this ring on my finger.
You are mine. You shall be mine. Now and forever.
Say it again.
You are mine. Do you like to hear me say this?
Yes.
And
Yes?
I, in turn, am yours.
We at WODN would like to remind everyone of our upcoming new series, Heroes on the Air, starting up in 3 weeks. First up will be The Alamo Remembered, an original audio play about the American martyrs who gave their lives halting forward aggression in the Mexican-American War. Other stories in coming weeks will include Lost Cause and Betrayal at Pearl. Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. here on WODN 311.5 on the FM dial. And now we return to our tale of pure innocence, corrupted by evil. Laura, our lonely heroine, raised by those who call themselves modern, rational, progressive even, finds herself defenseless against evil incarnate, the stranger named Carmilla.
Fraulein, you seem distracted. Did you hear what I told you?
Forgive me, I was distracted for a moment.
Ah, of course.
And I have not yet recovered my strength.
As it happens, Fraulein Bennett, the gypsies had camped out in the ruins of Castle Karnstein. Did you know?
How would I know that?
The girl they were burying was one of 4 who died as others had, with all the symptoms of consumption. As it happens, her aunt, the one you met, was named Florica. She was the last. She died very soon after. Same symptoms as the rest.
These symptoms you describe for consumption, are they not the same as my own?
In my cousin's opinion, you suffered from mere anemia. The fact that you have recovered is the strongest evidence. Believe me, you are in no more danger than myself. Now, there was the incident of your nightmare, the one in which you awoke in the middle of the night.
I did.
Ah, was this the beginning of...
No, those were the dreams that had not yet begun.
Very well. Your father had little to say about this night. Neither Madame Perradon or Mademoiselle de la Fontaine said much more. Some kind of tumult and upset for the entire household, I gather. Tell me what happened.
I remember drifting into sleep. In my dream, or almost dream, I attended a masked ball. Amid this ball, I glided in a silver gown, rings upon my fingers, a ruby stone on a chain around my throat. The prince grew closer, all in black save for a royal blue sash and a matching full mask covering his face. He gestured that he wished to dance with me. So we moved onto the dance floor. He took my hand, put his hand upon my waist, and gazing into his eyes, I felt a thrill of recognition. For his eyes, her eyes, they were the very ones of Carmilla.
Ah, how very odd.
And at that very moment, a chill wind swept through the room. All the candles extinguished themselves. The roof somehow flew away, bathing the room in moonlight as all the other dancers fled. Then I heard wings, as if of a huge bird. Amid that sound, the blue mask of my dancing partner was blown away. Beneath, I did indeed see my Carmilla. Her, yet not her, for her flesh was now the color of chalk. She looked emaciated, malnourished, and her eyes, those beautiful dark eyes, wept blood dripping down her face. She opened her mouth as if to speak, but only more blood and gore flowed past her lips. I woke with a scream.
Carmilla! 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 Carmilla!
Laura!
Carmilla! Carmilla!
Is wrong, child?
We must find her! Something is wrong. Something is terribly wrong.
What must we do, child?
Laura, you must stop this at once.
She's in danger. I know she is.
Stop this. You will wake your father. Do you hear me? Well?
Yes, madame. I hear you.
Is it Carmilla who you fear for, my pet?
Yes. Yes. She is. I fear for her. I can feel it.
Then do not raise your voice.
Come then, Laura. Madame Perradon, we shall go see Carmilla, see if your fears are well grounded.
Thank you 1,000 times, mademoiselle.
Yet you must be quiet, oui? For if you are wrong, then the dear girl will be wakened too early. What time is it?
Oh, it's a little before 3 in the morning.
Come then, we shall see for ourselves.
Yes, of course. Yes.
And do not wake your father.
We must hurry.
Not in the dark.
Oh, well, here we are. Our door is as it always is, as it is every night.
Locked. Quite safe, as you can see.
We have to get inside. How else can we be sure?
Willful child.
Please.
She needs to know, I think.
Ah, very well. I have the keys to every room. One moment.
Laura, wait here.
What?
Madame and I shall see if anything is amiss. You remain here, remain silent, yes?
Just... I agree.
Come then.
Mon Dieu!
What? What has happened?
She is not here.
She must be here. There is no other exit.
Under the bed.
Why should she be there?
No sign.
I shall look in our closet. Carmilla? Carmilla!
These French doors to the balcony are locked from the inside. And besides, the drop to the ground is 20 feet.
But then, where is she?
As you can imagine, father had to be awakened, much to everyone's distress, mostly his own.
Ah, of course.
Servants were roused out of bed, given the task of searching the castle, all 4 stories of the habitable wing. Eventually, they began searching the gardens. Some rough idiot kept talking about seeing a ghost haunting the rows of lime trees outside Carmilla's window. I found myself wandering back to a room to stare out that window, where in the distance one can see the ruined towers of Castle Karnstein. Many a time, General Spielsdorf and other friends of my father had proclaimed the world better off without them.
I have heard this myself.
What happened to them?
Gone. Victims of war, sickness, time. Was this not when you found the portrait?
I happen to know one door to the old tower remained open and accessible within a little used storeroom in one of the attics. A stone spiral staircase rose before me. I should have thought to bring a candle, yet it was well into the morning now, and the sun illuminated my way through long, broken windows. I reached the bedroom in mere minutes.
Wait, I am confused. You went to the abandoned tower by yourself?
Oh, there is no part of this castle I had not been.
This hardly seems at all safe.
Once, I even climbed out on the roof, and I sang to the gargoyles. Of course, I was a child then.
But why?
Why explore the roof? Or why go to the tower?
I suppose the tower.
Looking for Carmilla. Atop the stairs is an old bedroom, I suspect that of a woman. Broken furniture strew all about, carved in the shape of claws and wings. Just as I remember it. The smell of mold and rot. Yet, this time, I noticed a small painting hanging on the wall, in remarkably good condition, halfway between two windows. I don't know how I could have missed it. An oval portrait, perhaps 5 inches wide, of a beautiful young woman. She was the very image of Carmilla. And there was even a date carved into a metal plaque attached to a wooden frame.
What date?
It was 1698. Think for a moment. All that has happened since an artist created that painting. Instead of Austria, there was the Holy Roman Empire. The colonies in America, they were holding the infamous witch trials in Salem. No one had ever heard of the name Napoleon. Had the portrait been hanging on the wall all this time?
And so you brought it back to your room. Why?
In case I should never see Carmilla again.
Indeed, we have been searching for hours.
Vraiment, hours and hours. We were dreadfully afraid you'd been abducted.
Yes. Well, if I may ask...
Carmilla! Dear Laura, I fear you have all been upset on my behalf.
I came back to her room from my hope of finding a clue, and here she was.
What matter? The important thing is that you are here and safe.
That is important, yes. But so is the mystery of what happened. Your mother, the Countess, would be most unhappy should any mention to her these events.
I am at a loss, Herr Bennett. You say I have been missing and absent from my room, yet it seems to me I have awoken in precisely the same bed in which I went to sleep.
You were most definitely not here 1 hour ago. I had the same thought as Mademoiselle and checked.
I do not understand.
Carmilla, if I may, do you have any history of sleepwalking?
According to my mother, she has told me I did so when very, very young. This was soon after some brigands broke into our home and killed 2 of the servants.
Ah, I begin to believe I now understand what has occurred.
I myself am baffled.
Really?
Upon hearing of the deaths in nearby farms, you reacted to such in the same way as when a child. You walked in your sleep, leaving your room and wandering about the house.
May we searched?
Yet all of us combined could not be everywhere at once. Besides which, I think it likely Carmilla, in some sense, was seeking to hide, as she did when a child, until she made her way back to her own room and awoke none the wiser.
The door was locked, Herr Bennett, when we found her bedroom empty.
And does not Miss Carmilla have a key? When she returned, of course, the door was no longer locked. Surely this explains all.
I believe it does, sir. I cannot apologize enough for the upset I have caused.
Apology accepted. Think no more about it.
I only wish that were possible.
What do you mean?
I should not be here. I should leave this place.
No.
I must.
I don't see how that would be possible.
Madame Perradon speaks true, my dear. There is no hotel or inn for over 10 leagues in any direction. The nearest estate is that of my friend General Spielsdorf, which I happen to know is quite empty at the moment. Nothing but a few servants.
You must not leave.
How can I stay when I bring such distress in my wake?
Not your choice to make, young lady. Rather, any burden involved is ours to accept or refuse, if there were any such burden, which of course there is not. Speak nothing more of it, I insist.
I believe you should listen to Herr Bennett, young miss.
Oui, listen, s'il vous plaît. We insist, all of us, do we not, Laura?
Yes.
She, of course, was eventually persuaded.
In truth, I worried.
About your friend leaving. But where was there for her to go? And how was she to arrive? Unless your father lent her his own carriage, the nearest village inhabited must be...
Nothing you are saying I did not tell myself.
Very well. Now, soon after this incident, that was when you fell sick, did you not?
Yes. Perhaps my worries had an impact upon my health.
And the other dreams, they began.
Not immediately. A letter arrived, upsetting my father very much.
What letter was this?
From General Spielsdorf. I was not present when the letter arrived, but I heard him react upon reading it.
What the devil has gotten into the man? Has grief addled his brains?
Whatever is the matter, Papa?
Oh, Laura, and Miss Carmilla, good evening.
You seem upset, Herr Bennett.
Well, no, not truly. An old compatriot of mine, he suffered a loss recently, and now, well, it seems the shock proved rather more than his nerves could withstand. His letter reads not unlike the ravings of a madman, occult conspiracies and the like. He's even begun consulting various quack physicians, as well as... never mind. I truly feel General Spielsdorf may be suffering some kind of break from reality itself.
The loss of a loved one can cause great pain.
True enough.
I find myself pleased to have no memories of my mother.
What?
Otherwise, her departure might have marred all the happiness of every day and night.
Ah, a very sensible thought. I am proud of you.
Do you agree, Carmilla?
I suppose it depends upon the quality of one's relationship. In some circumstances, better to avoid the scars someone close may inflict, even against their will.
Possible, I suppose.
If you will please excuse me.
Of course, my dear.
Will I see you later?
I believe so.
Did you ever learn what your father was talking about regarding General Spielsdorf?
Not directly.
I suppose in the wake of events, we may hazard something of a guess. But your dreams?
Nightmares. That is all.
The ones which accompanied your becoming so ill.
Do you insist?
I would imagine them illuminating to some extent. Please. I do insist.
Oh, very well.
Do you have a son or daughter, nephew or niece who no longer seem quite the same? Maybe they talk back to their elders, become angry when you try to give them moral guidance? Then maybe you should consider the services offered by the Reverend Rod Manmuth at Operation Gomorrah, sponsored by the Church of Blood of Christ. Operation Gomorrah has been helping parents and guardians bring their children back to genuine emotional health for over 12 years, returning them to God's natural state of affairs, breaking them one way or another of ungodly habits, until at last these 10 to 15-year-olds lose forever the will to struggle against it. And now we return to our story of the devil walking amidst the world of men. The story of Carmilla.
It always ended the same.
How often did you experience this dream, Fraulein?
Not so often. Every other night, almost.
This large cat you speak of, what did it then do in your dream?
It seemed to bite me. Above my heart.
Really? Not upon your throat?
No.
I presume that caused some pain.
Not quite. Carmilla?
Laura? How did you open the door?
I stole the key from Madame Perradon. Why do you stand so? In your window? So late?
Looking at the full moon. It has great power.
So Mademoiselle de la Fontaine insists. Don't leave.
Dear one, I think maybe you know I must.
I saw the coat of arms on your mother's carriage. Is she really your mother?
In most ways that matter.
The rampant griffin and the full moon. One way or another, it is all over this castle. The arms of Karnstein. This castle was one of theirs, wasn't it?
I was born here. Oh, how delightful to say those words. Such a relief.
So was my mother. I need to tell you a secret. You dreamed of me.
Yes. Long ago. Very long. Before your father's father was born.
And I dreamed of you.
When?
10 years ago. You looked precisely the way you do tonight. Even the same translucent nightgown in the bright moonlight. Dark curls surrounding your face. Lips so pale. And yet, somehow so red at the same time. I dreamt you kissed me.
How did your dream end?
Your kiss. It hurt, and so I cried out. I woke, and upon finding you gone, I screamed and screamed and screamed in bitter loneliness. I woke my father and Madame Perradon. He was very angry. Oh, I longed or that dream every night. Yet I never saw you again.
Until I saw you, the very figure from my dreams, in this very room.
Yes. So you cannot leave.
Or I must.
Must not. Kiss me.
It will hurt. Believe me, dear one, for I know.
I don't care.
The sensation was strangely familiar. The cold thrill one sometimes feels in bathing or swimming against the current.
How did it end, this dream? Or did it end differently each time?
Oh, it always ended the same. The sensation would grow, and after a time I would find difficulty breathing, until I felt myself letting out a deep sob. I convulsed, and seemed to fall into a deep slumber.
And from both your governesses, I've heard the same history. Mademoiselle de La Fontaine said it began with this last full moon.
What?
You began to sleep later, to eat less. You went to bed slightly earlier, steadily, day after day.
Sleep. It was something that eluded me, so I felt tired.
Madame and Mademoiselle report you insisted very firmly upon sleeping alone. You even locked your own door.
Laura?
A window!
Yes, close it. Laura? Can you hear me?
Madame Perradon! Why are you here? What time is it?
Almost 1 hour past midnight.
Why do you wake me? Is there a fire?
Oh, nothing like that.
Good.
Blame me. I had a nightmare about you, dear child. And you had one a few weeks ago about Carmilla.
And you went to get Madame Perradon?
Yes.
I have the keys.
Yes.
Laura, why was your window open? I am certain you would not have left it open while you are sick. How did this happen?
I was watching the sunset. As the moon rose, I shut the window, but must have failed to close the latch properly. The winds must have blown it open.
That was reckless.
Fresh air can be very good for you, Sherry. But not when you are weak and ill. And you are so very ill. Paler than I have ever seen you.
You are so very kind.
We are afraid on your behalf. That was simply lovely.
Yes.
I am glad you feel well enough to play, dear Laura.
Thank you.
Your technique has suffered somewhat due to lack of practice.
Herr Bennett.
But now you are recovered, I'm sure your playing shall return to its former quality. I'm sorry. You were saying something, Madame Perradon?
No.
I would not call Laura fully recovered, Monsieur Bennett.
Nonsense. She's ready and able to play another composition immediately. Am I not right, child?
Not quite immediately, Papa. Give me a few minutes, please.
If you insist.
Would you like some tea?
Coffee, if you would be so kind.
I shall prepare it.
Coffee?
I fear, Herr Bennett, I have been a poor influence on Laura. She has begun to drink coffee, even as I do.
Hardly a good excuse. Still,
You are most gracious.
What is that noise?
What noise?
There are mounted soldiers on the road, entering the estate.
What? Cavalry? How many?
I don't know, several dozen at least. They look the same as the soldier who delivered the letter from General Spielsdorf.
Stars? Let me see. I cannot make out any faces, but this looks like the better part of a battalion. Has the map gone lunatic?
What do you mean?
Never mind. I don't see Spielsdorf himself, do you?
There, in the carriage. He is in full uniform. I don't recognize the man beside him. Wait, they are coming closer. No, I do not know him. But the carriage has a coat of arms upon it. White field with an inverted chevron and what looks like an eagle or hawk rampant. Black.
I don't know those arms. They are not those of the general.
Please excuse me. I feel the need to rest.
Carmilla.
Are you well, miss?
I fear my body demands rest of a short time.
I shall come with you.
No need. You shall see me again. Soon. I promise.
This is damn odd. I think the loss of his niece must have given poor Spielsdorf some kind of brain fever. He'll face some severe consequences for this.
But who is this other man? He wears the same ribbon and star as the general. Blue, with a gold center.
The Order of the Iron Crown.
What is happening? Why is the army surrounding us?
Do not exaggerate, mademoiselle.
These hussars do seem to be surrounding the castle on all sides. Or so it appears.
Utter nonsense.
And yet, see for yourself. Look. The general and the other man are leaving the carriage and making for the front door.
I shall go meet them. All of you, stay here. I may know this second man, and if I'm correct, remain here.
Where is Miss Carmilla?
She felt tired. Very. She suddenly was weary. Went her room.
Laura?
Oh, Laura!
We will return to the conclusion of our program shortly. Meanwhile, another word from our sponsor, the over-the-counter sedative, Somofex. Ideally suited for those struggling with the strains associated with our hectic modern world. If you or your loved ones find the constant barrage of new ideas, new musical forms, new definitions, and even new interpretations of God too much to handle, then maybe, just maybe, Somofex is for you. At least until maybe the world settles down, returns to a quieter, less baffling time. Somofex, because you shouldn't have to feel so uncomfortable in your own skin.
May cause drowsiness, blurred vision, or in rare instances partial deafness, or partial loss of sensation in the extremities. Take as directed. Consult a physician if adverse side effects persist.
Now, the conclusion of our eerie story of decadence and corruption, of innocence seduced by the forces of darkest evil, in the shape such so often takes, that of a pretty young female. In this story, she has a name. Carmilla.
Mon Dieu! Laura!
You must check her pulse.
What? Carmilla? Mademoiselle? Madame? Where is Carmilla?
She went to her room a short time ago.
Oh. Yes. I remember now. I'm so sorry. I feel so silly to have fallen over like that.
You fainted.
Oh, if you say so. Where is... Oh, Father has gone to see the general. We are invaded, it would seem.
They are coming inside.
Mon Dieu.
No reason to be alarmed. Please remain calm. As you can see, here is my old friend, General Spielsdorf.
My apologies for all the noise and upset. It is necessary. The circumstances are extreme. My soldiers are here for your protection.
So said.
So they are. A great shame to return here under these terrible circumstances. Allow me to introduce Leopold, the Baron Vordenberg, a man of great experience in these matters.
This woman, she spoke French. What is your name?
Madeleine de la Fontaine. I am Laura's governess.
She has been with us a decade, Baron. Her family comes from Strasbourg.
And you?
Ursula Perradon. I am Swiss.
Madame Perradon has taken care of my household since your last visit, Baron.
Bennett!
And do you presume to judge how I carry out my duties?
Not at all. My deepest apologies, Excellency.
This girl?
My daughter, Excellency, Laura.
She resembles the mother. Pity. You look pale.
I am recovering from an illness.
General?
Baron?
Is this, in fact, the girl who called herself Milaka?
No, absolutely not. Did you not listen to my description of her?
Baron, General, I believe myself within my rights to ask for an explanation.
You are mistaken.
I do not agree. Bennett, do you know my niece Bertha died? I tried to give you some details in my letter.
To be honest, I had difficulty making out what you meant.
Did you indeed?
She did not simply die. She was assassinated by one I brought into my home as a guest. The assassin said her name was Milaka. Her mother, a countess, insisted upon keeping the family name unknown.
For good reason. These creatures are bound by esoteric laws, not of the natural order. For example, they cannot directly lie about their personal names. At the very least, they must give some version of the name bestowed upon them at baptism. Likewise, their life cycles are somehow in synchronization with the phases of the moon.
We believe her family name to be Vanyonno. Karnstein.
Impossible.
Alas, no.
That name is now extinct, as you well know, both of you.
The name, yeah, but well, I think you already know what I would say.
My late wife's mother didn't even call herself Karnstein.
Not after the marriage, no.
Where was your daughter, Herr Bennett? while Bertha Spielsdorf was falling sick in the 4 weeks before the General sent you the announcement of her death.
Falling sick? I thought you said she was murdered.
Answer my question.
I swear, under oath if needed, my daughter Laura was here on my estate. I saw her every day, as did we all. Your question does you little honor, sir.
Honor lies in duty, Herr Bennett, even if inconvenient.
Inconvenient?
What is the loss of a wife, no matter how young and pretty, when held in balance with war against the devil's own? I am a Vordenberg. Our duty, our pride has been to cleanse the empire of those beyond even the mercy of God. The Karnsteins turned their eyes from heaven. By the sword and the axe of we Vordenbergs were they hunted down, such has been the glory of my name. To question such as to question the church, the throne, the will of the Almighty. I told you this once before. You evidently did not take those words into your heart, did you? What?
General Spielsdorf spoke of a visitor whose mother said she was a countess and who refused to give a family name.
Yeah?
We have such a visitor ourselves.
Go on.
Her name is Carmilla.
Tall, pale, with large eyes and long black hair?
Just so. And very sad, I always thought.
Where is she now?
She went up to her room to rest.
General, find the creature, use your troops, let none stand in their path.
Less than 10 minutes, the general's troops were searching every nook and corner of the castle. Madame Perradon's and Mademoiselle de la Fontaine's bedrooms were almost ransacked, as was my own. General Spielsdorf confirmed the portrait I had of Countess Makala Karnstein did indeed show the likeness of his guest, Malaka.
And of Carmilla.
The Baron ordered it burned. He then examined my father's library and selected almost 100 books to also go into the fire. My father, of course, protested. They broke his arm for that, while the Baron watched. Fortunately, the Baron never asked if I had read any of those books now reduced to ashes.
What of Carmilla herself?
Vanished. The soldiers did not wait for a key, but broke the door to her bedroom down. Eventually, they even damaged the walls, looking for secret passages, not finding any such, of course. At some point in all this, I fainted again. My father then sent for your cousin. He, in turn, brought with him you. The general's hussars searched the countryside, but they began with Castle Karnstein. What was left of it? They recruited a priest. They broke into the crypts under the castle's chapel, desecrated each and every grave they found. In particular, they did this to the grave of the Countess Makala. Mademoiselle de la Fontaine told me something quite unbelievable about what they found.
Intact, as if asleep rather than long dead.
They dragged her out into the sunlight, cut off her head, burned her.
Soldiers' tales.
Laura, Fraulein Hartog, dinner will soon be ready.
Thank you, madame. Will Herr Bennett be joining us?
He remains in bed. The laudanum Dr. Heselius left behind helps him sleep.
Very good. Fraulein Bennett, I am concerned about this castle as a home. The walls are cracked, help if needed many miles away, the air itself stale, a place where a great many diseases of the body and soul may come to seem natural.
We all are and remain devoted to her.
Some man shall be fortunate beyond words to be given Fraulein Bennett as a wife.
Likewise, Fraulein Hartog.
Come to bed, love.
Should we check on Laura, do you think?
She will not thank us if we did.
True.
The storm is passing. The soldiers are gone, along with the horrible Baron, taking the general as well as Dr. Heselius with him. By tomorrow night, the doctor's cousin will also be gone. Laura has returned again to her quiet, private self.
I think Monsieur Bennett has aged much the last several days.
I fear so. The poor man is sleeping more, doing less.
What if he should die?
He shall one day.
Yes. What then?
Then we will stay. Or we shall leave. Together.
Together.
No matter what happens.
Mais what then of Laura?
I suppose she will have to sell the castle one day.
Was she really so wild as you say?
As a child, certainly. It took much to tame her, and she resisted with such a passion. More than once she bit me, and her father. I feared for her soul then.
I think you need not fear for it any longer, beloved.
I hope that is the case. Hold me.
This was her room. I can feel it. Carmilla? Are you there? Some fragment of you? Some fragment? Some shadow of you? I am not like my mother, to give herself willingly to her torturers. I shall not surrender. I shall live. I shall love. I do love.
Laura.
Carmilla?
My love.
Carmilla?
Laura.
I did not expect to see you. I hoped, but expected only your voice.
The Vordenberg did not find me. I am here. No phantom. Here. touch my hand.
But the soldiers. They said they opened your crypt. Destroyed you.
They destroyed the one who made me what I am. A kinswoman who bore almost the same name as myself. You saw her the night I arrived. She is no more. In truth, they never found my resting place.
It was never in the old castle.
No.
Your tomb lies here. Hidden somewhere on the grounds of this castle.
Exactly.
And now?
Time to sleep. For a year. Or 20. Or maybe 100.
As shall I.
My love, I walk surrounded by phantoms and dark things the living barely guess at. The blood of others becomes my food, and their ghosts hover forever nearby. You would watch the life of the world, but only sometimes ever touch it. And then, as a stranger, a nomad across ages.
Free from foolishness and the evil of man. No longer bound to empires or churches or petty rules.
Hunted by the few who know of us, who for that very reason prove relentless. Those like the Vordenbergs, their hate is passed down generation after generation, and that hate seems justified in their eyes.
They kill for pleasure, not need. You know it. Slaughter thousands over who gets to wear a crown, or draw a line on a map. Hang beggars for stealing food. Burn children because their parents pray in the wrong language.
I don't believe that matters so very much to the dead, or those who mourn them. The dead are the dead, and all those murdered are restless.
All must die. All will die. Let us live and love. Until then, the moon. She knows me. Knows my blood. Knows my true name. Karnstein. Nothing can stop it now. I do not want anything to stop it. Do not regret this.
I wish I could. You are mine.
And you are mine. Forever. Together. And free.
So ends WODN's production a tragedy of lost souls and tolerance of corruption. Brought to you by our sponsor, Somofex, an over-the-counter sedative designed to make the anxieties and tensions of daily life just go away.
May cause drowsiness, blurred vision, or in rare instances partial deafness or partial loss of sensation in the extremity. Take as directed. Consult a physician if adverse side effect persists.
Somofex, because no one should feel uncomfortable in their own skin. Tune in next week when Shadows on the Air will present our version of the great Howard Phillips Lovecraft's A Shadow over Innsmouth, a tale of insidious racial pollution in a small American town. See you then, and Merry Christmas.